Hey everyone, Sean here, and this is the Advent of Code 2020 Day 2, Part 1. Let's get started. So, the leaderboard here, I am ranked number 67,000. That's pretty good, right? Alright, so day number 2, let's get started here. Day 2, Password Philosophy. Your flight departs in a few days from the coastal airport. The easiest way down to the coast from here is via toboggan. The shopkeeper at the North Pole Toboggan Rental Shop is having a bad day. Something's wrong with our computers. We can't log in. You ask if you can take a look. Their password database seems to be a little corrupted. Some of the passwords wouldn't have been allowed by the official Toboggan Corporation policy that was in effect when they were chosen. To try to debug the problem, they have created a list, your puzzle input, of passwords. According to the corrupted database and the corporate policy when that password was set, for example, suppose you have the following list. Okay, 1-3. All right. Each line gives the password policy and then the password. The password policy indicates the lowest and highest number of times a given letter must appear for the password to be valid. For example, 1-3A means that the password must contain A at least one time and at most 3 times. In the above example, 2 passwords are valid. The middle password is not. It contains no instances of B. Okay. But needs at least 1. The first and third passwords are valid. They contain 1A or 9 C's, both within the limits of their respective policies. Yeah, so this is like 1, 2, yeah, 9 C's. Okay, let's pull up LinkPad. Let's get started on this. So as per usual, let me just do my input. We're going to steal that from previous day. And then let me change this. This is day 2, part 1. I already put a blank notepad there that we can open up and put the input in. So actually, let's do that. Notepad. Open. Day 2, part 1, open. Let's copy this in there. Alright, so we got our input saved. I'll move that out of the way. We got our input saved. Here's our... Alright, so what's the first thing we want to do here? Okay, so we want the number, our output is going to be the number of valid passwords. So let's just create, right now we have 0 right at the start here. We'll go over each line that is in the input. Pretty soon I'm not going to be able to keep doing the same pattern of programming, so we'll see as they get harder and progress. Alright, so I need to parse out this string. What's the easiest thing to do here? So I need this in its own variable, I need the 3 in its own variable, the A in its own, and then these and that in its own. So let's say, let's just divide it up. So strings is what I'll call it, equals line dot split. And we'll split it by spaces. So what that'll do is it'll give me an array where this is in 1, this is in 1, and this is in 1. So we have index 0, index 1, index 2 is how that's going to get stored. So let's do var policy. We'll call it policy. And we want to do the same thing, substrings 0, because that's where the policy is stored, 1 to 3. But then we'll split that again, split, and we'll split this one by the dash because the dash is in between the middle of them. So what that'll do is it'll give me two indices in there. So it'll be policy. It'll have at 0, index 0, you'll have the 1, index 1, you'll have 3. So var, we'll call this min equals convert because it's a string, remember, so, and I need it to be an integer for these purposes, so I'm going to say convert, and then we'll say policy at index 0, and we'll do the same thing for the maximum number that we need. Okay, so that gives me that. And then, so let's say var character equals substrings 1. So that would give me this. But we don't want the colon. We just want the A. And it's, as far as I know, it's always going to be 1 digit, so we'll just do substring start at index 0, and we'll just go a length of 1. That's all we want for now. Now we want the password equals substrings, and that's going to be at index 2. So that gives us the password. So what I can do is console.write. I'll just print them all out just to make sure that we're doing this all properly. I could have made a mistake, who knows. So we'll say min max, what's the next one? Character password. So based off of this, we have 1, 3, okay, character of A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so the data is coming through properly, so now what do we need? We need to, in password, we need to count how many times that character shows up. And then from there, so we'll count how many times the character shows up in password, and then from there we'll just do an if statement to see if it falls between the min and max. Simple enough. That's what we're going to do. So we'll say var count equals password dot count. We'll say C for character. C equals character. So what this is going to do is it's going to output the amount of times that it finds character in there, and it doesn't like this for some reason. Start a string. Oh, because this is a string. So I need to, I'm going to convert, I'm just going to say, I'm going to convert this char.parse. So that should convert that into a char. And then, alright, so that'll give me the count. And from there, we just need to say, see if it falls within a certain range. If it does, I'll increment output. So what do we want it to fall into? If count is greater than or equal to minimum, the min, and we want it to be count is less than or equal to maximum. Right? Okay. And then, so if that happens, once that's done, we'll print our out. 2. Alright, and 2 passwords are valid. Okay, so the sample data is giving me the right answer. I guess we'll try it with the puzzle input. Is there anything weird going on with it? No, as far as I can tell, it looks the same, so same format. Alright, so we'll put this in here, save it, pull up our link pad, we'll run it, scroll all the way down to the bottom, 465. Alright, let's see it. Is that the right answer? That's the right answer. You are 1 gold star closer to saving your vacation. Continue to part 2. Alright, thanks guys.